Good evening. We are live, and hopefully you can all hear us. It's a bit
Good
laggy,
evening.
but that's hopefully fixed now.
Be fine. It'll be fine. Good evening, everybody. Welcome and thank you for tuning in to another DRS live stream. Me and Smug.
That way.
Well,
Yeah.
to me, on my screen, it's that way.
Well, it works. It works.
It works.
Yeah, season 7's over already.
Mate, it seems like literally last week we were sitting here doing this, going
Yeah.
through the
Seems like all we
constructor
do are
floor.
these constructor draws and disappoint people.
Yeah. Yeah. The problem is there's only a few good teams that everybody wants. So unfortunately, and then to be fair, sometimes you give those good teams to people and they don't want them anyway.
Yeah. They're just bad luck for some people.
Yeah. Some people don't like the Ferrari, some people don't like the Red Bull. Don't like
Yeah.
Red Bull.
The car's a car at the end of the day. Is it your turn in Red Bull this season? Is it?
Yeah, probably. It's been up in a season away. So although I either get a Red Bull or I get the sister team, the AlphaTauri. But
Yeah.
anyhow,
Oh, it's so shiny.
fresh
That
boys.
is. What's that?
Fresh.
Looks like he only just took his baseball cap off.
Fresh. Coconut oil. That's what that is. Coconut oil.
Oh, we're going to have to ban Ninja. He keeps talking about Max Verstappen.
Dirtbag.
It's not on.
Simon never been Red Bull. To be fair, that would be weird. Picturing Simon in a Red Bull. That's doesn't seem right. It's weird.
Yeah.
I already dislike Simon, let alone putting him in a Red Bull. It's even more reason to dislike him. Can't have that.
Well,
Okay.
it's what needs to happen then, isn't it, really?
Yeah, because then everyone can hate him. So hopefully most of you saw the intro and saw who was in the divisions. We'll go through that just now, just so that you have got
A few
when you
changes.
submitted it. Yeah. So obviously the big news that Blobby's picked up on, the big news, Smug is down in the Pro-Am.
Oh, what can I say?
Oh.
I was looking at like times and stats and everything, and it's not that I've got slower. It's just everyone else has got quicker. It's unbelievable.
I think that's,
I think I've just reached my peak.
and I think we say it all the time, don't we, that the levels get better and better and better. But that's the one reason we wanted to bring in this full quality was because the level is very, very close, that we're hoping that some of these pro-ams are going to knock some of the pro-ams out of the full qualities, because the
Yeah.
pace is there. So, and the pace is, don't get me wrong, Max, Brad, Simon, UJ as well, you can put into that, their pace is phenomenal. And then you've got me, Senna, Joker, and then you've kind of got like the next 7 drivers are all very similar pace, and
Yeah.
depending on their day, are all rapid.
We've
So
had pro-ams in the top 5 in qualifying. Top
just
4.
I'm really sorry. Simon, Smug is not the Crystal Palace of DRS, all right? Crystal Palace are a fantastic team, and Smug is just average. Okay, average at best. No offense, Smug. No offense.
I'd be the Nottingham Forest of the league.
You always expect them to do well, and you think they're going to do well, and they disappoint.
Yeah, you just disappointed them with letting late goals and shit on their own pitch.
And Blobby's now kicked out of the league. By the way, he's going to be removed from the league.
Well, he's only saying the truth, isn't he? So.
He supports Millwall, so Millwall are dirtbags. Right, so we'll just really quickly go through that list so that you've got all of the pro drivers. So oh, hold on. Some people might be on an ad break, so I'm just going to pause there. Just going to pause because mine is just currently on an ad break. So because I'm looking at, I've got it on 2 screens. I've got it on my tablet and I've got it on my phone.
Well, if they're getting an ad break, perhaps they should subscribe.
This is true. Is anybody in the chat? Can anybody else tell me if there's an ad break going on, or is it just me in the tablet?
Swanton Van Gerwen. Blob is on fire today.
He's full of it, isn't he? He's full of it. He's had his Red Bull. That's what it is. He's had his Red Bull. Okay, to be fair, everybody else. Facebook's pages. I've got it on two, guys. So I've got it on my phone. It's subscribed, and then the tablet it's not. To be fair, the advert's gone now. Right. So pros
Well, it
are
says it don't end for another 1 minute, 1 second. So
pros are UJ. UJ is now confirmed for a full-time seat, taking the place of Roddy because Roddy is unable to commit to a full-time season. So, and this is also the reason why there's been a couple of pro-am and pro switches, because of the drivers that have been available and the drivers that have been unavailable. So we've got pro is UJ. Mr. Pickle, unfortunately, Mr. Pickle, you have not been able to be demoted into pro-am.
no,
You've won a race
far
this
too
season, mate.
fast.
You've won a race this season. You're not going down. We've then got Joker, DRS Colin. I'm trying to get my fingers in there, my four fingers. Senna DRS, the only idiot that's put DRS at the back of his name. I want to be different. Then you've got Real Max World. You've got Brad Mason. You've got DRS Swanton, one and only. You've got Sloth. And then you've got the person that nobody likes, DRS Syme, this season's champion. Well, he had to win it at some point, I suppose.
Well, it's only you that don't like him, let's be honest. You feed everyone else all these stories.
So that then leaves the pro-ams as Speedy Bullet, who's taken the place of Levi, because Levi has given up, which we'll touch on in a second, because me and Smug will have a little bit to say on that.
Yeah.
So Speedy Bullet, Easy Life, Spoonie, who's also been relegated from pro-am to from pro to pro-am, 50 Gent, Saintsy, Skippy, DRS Al Newt, DRS Ninja, DRS Smug Git, and DRS King Kong. Now that pro-am division, Smug, is going to be
brutal.
Epic.
It's going to be brutal.
It's going to be epic.
It's all right. You just drive around in circles on your own in 5th place, and we'll all battle it out.
You've got 7 people for me that eight, maybe even 9 that can fight.
It's a place to be.
That can fight for. I think that's epic. I think that's honestly epic. That's brilliant. Right, Spoonie is rapid, yes. So we do know that. We know that 1 lap pace, Spoonie has got it. However, me and Smug go through the stats of the league like you would not believe.
Yeah.
And Spoonie is mid-table pro-am at average this season. So
yeah, too many mistakes, too many issues.
Yeah, too many mistakes, too many spins, too many wrong decisions. So yes, he's quick, and so Sloths just put there, wanted to be in that battle. I tried everything in my power to put you in that battle.
He did honestly
I
try
did.
everything.
I did, because I just thought that's going to be such good. But mate, you had 5 wins in the pro-am division. I can't keep you in it. Can't. Sorry. You're up.
You'll enjoy up there.
It's I think it's going to be an unreal season. I really do. And obviously Levi stepping away for a couple of seasons just to a bit of sickness with the game and stuff. We get that. We totally get that. Smug's gone through it a couple of seasons ago. I've kind of gone through it this season at spells, and then I've got Smug to bring me back into it, and Smug's got me to bring him back into it. So we kind of feed off each other. Plus, we have like 14 people in our race party chat that's just banter, taking the piss out of each other. And actually, that kind of makes the racing enjoyable, even when you're finishing 7th, 8th, 4th, or whatever. So that's kind of what brings us through it. But Levi's been a massive part of this league, and obviously, Smug, you wanted to say something as well, I think, about Levi and his commitment. So
yeah, I mean, he's been here since day one, and he's always shown up. He's always put everything into the races, no matter where he's finished, and he'll be missed. He's had a rough season. He's had a lot going on, a lot of things going on in the background, but he'll be back. He'll be back stronger. Everyone just needs a break. He'll be missed. He'll definitely be missed in the league.
Yeah, everybody definitely needs a break. I mean, King Kong's had a break last season and the start of this season as well. We all go through periods where we go, do you know what? Turning up every single week, need a break, need a bit of time away. I think again for me and you, Smug, because we put a lot of time into this. We kind of then want to benefit by racing. So we kind of don't ever want to step away because we are doing this on a regular basis anyway. But Levi's been such a committed. I mean, he was the only driver I think to make 44 races or whatever. Every single race. He's the only person that's ever done that. And then I also did say that if there's any races that Blobby's not available, that potentially me and Levi could step in and do the comms together to get him still involved with the league and stuff. So there's always that chance as well, depending on obviously league positions and drivers available, because we always want to have 20 on the grid, but I want to keep Levi involved in the league, and he will be coming back. It's not as if he's stepped away, that thing's done. He will be back. So that's enough of it, Levi. But thank you very much for everything you've done for the league, and you will be missed. But obviously, we'll have you back as soon as you're ready as well. So as long as there's room, obviously, if there's other drivers that are committed, they will have to keep their seats, but we will get you in as swiftly and as quickly as we can.
Yeah, when you're ready to come back in the new game, just let us know.
Before I do that, before we move on, Smug, what I will do actually really quickly, because we're going to go through some of the stats for some drivers. So I'm just going to go to Levi because we're not going to come to Levi's stats. So quickly go to Levi. So Levi has raced 87 races in this league. He's got 1 win, which he's correct. He's the only Pro-Am driver to take a victory, and that was Abu Dhabi, that incredible race.
That was 5 of us racing to the line on the last lap.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Within
Absolutely
3 seconds or something.
Yeah. He's had 11 podiums in that time. This is proper podiums as well. So this is first, second, and third. And then in the Pro-Am division, he's had 15 wins. He's had a pole. He's had 6 DNFs. So to be fair, 87 races, 6 DNFs, not bad considering how he's a Pro-Am driver fighting mid-table. That's really not bad. And then category, so when he's been in the Pro-Am or the Pro, he's had 36 podiums there. So that's some really good figures there from Levi, stats and stuff. So, well, yeah, we'll get him back when he can come back. But anyway, on with the future. Bye, Levi. Bugger off.
Bye. See you later. Leave the chat. Yeah.
And then, yeah, to be fair, Simon just said, haven't all them DNFs been this season? He has had 6 DNFs this season. No. Was it 6 or was it 4?
I think 4 have been this season.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, I don't know. It might have been just this season, to be fair. That can't be right. I'm sure he's had other DNFs.
He's not had many. Not as many.
Maybe not. Well, anyway, yeah. We're spending too much time talking about one guy.
Yeah.
It's because we love you. We love you.
We need to move on.
Yes. So, the wheel of constructors. Our most successful team, Smug, AlphaTauri.
Yeah.
AlphaTauri. Again.
It did win again.
I just think so. We've had Alfa Romeo have won twice, Ferrari have won twice. Red Bull have won 3 times as well, if you count the extreme. So we've had Red Bull win 3 times, and we've had AlphaTauri win 3 times. But AlphaTauri have won it all in our Monday night, whereas Red Bull's won it twice in our Monday night and once in our extreme. So the Red Bull and the AlphaTauris are the team to be, I think.
Yeah.
The team to be.
Even though our cars are equal, they obviously have an effect.
Yeah, it's just, mate, it's up here. It's because me and Levi in the AlphaTauri that season when we dominated, it's just given AlphaTauri that the budget for them's up here, mate. Up here. That one season.
Of course it has.
That's
took all your experience into the team to help strategies.
Yeah. Can't be helped. So we've obviously got everybody in the chat. So what we're going to do is I've numbered teams 1 to 10. So we're going to call out in the chat for anybody to just put a number 1 to 10, and whatever that first number is, we will go with. Not yet. Don't put it in there yet. When Smug says now, that'll be the time. And then once you put a number in there, you won't be able to put another number in there. Someone else will have to do it. And Simon, you're not funny. Okay. It's not funny.
No, maybe
not. So Smug, when you're ready, you say
don't count now. First one.
It's not our note.
No, come on.
Whoever's next. 7. So number 7. So It's funny we should go with this because the pro driver is our champion, our driver's champion. Finally won this season of in Monday night, and that's DRS Syme. So he is the pro driver,
and
he's partnered with Saintsy.
Yeah, it's a good team.
Simon Saintsy, DRS.
So here we've got the wheel.
The wheel of Constructors.
Contenders ready.
Why is everybody just saying random numbers now?
Because they're all idiots. All right. Oh, looks like Syme is going to Alpine.
That's his second time in the Alpine. He's had the Alpine before on the Thursday night, but never on a Monday. So Simon and Steve in the Alpine.
Right.
So I gave a lot of stats for Simon, obviously in the league chat previously. So you guys would have seen a lot of that. But I'll really quickly just go on to Saintsy, just so Saintsy can have a little bit of airtime. So Saintsy has featured in 83 races. He's got 3 podiums. He's got 9 category wins, so 9 Pro-Am wins, 30 Pro-Am podiums, and he's had 2 fastest laps with 10 DNFs. So he's got a crash in him.
No, he can score podiums. He can win. So
he's quick. Driver. Yeah, he's quick, and he's had some wins this season as well. So he is quick. Right, next person. Shout a number, but not 7, and not Easy Life.
Come on now. Come on.
1. So 1. The pro driver is DRS Colin. And he will be partnered by Spoonie.
And Spoonie. Where are you going to go? What? Is it going to Haas?
Have to remember, I'm a little bit...
Looks like it's stopping at Haas.
Yeah, I'm a little bit delayed to you. So Haas, they are the new team as well. Spoonie and Colin, the 2 sort of newer comers to the league. Colin's only done 24 races in the league. He's got 3 podiums, and one of them is from a sprint race, and he's had 2 DNFs. Spoonie is obviously one of our brand spanking new drivers, so I'm not going to bother with his stats because he hasn't got much, to be fair. So we'll go past that.
He's only been in this season. I think it was only few races in as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly that. So, right, next number. Chuck a number out.
Blobby's joining in. He ain't got a team.
Number 5.
Number 5.
So, number 5 is probably one of my favourite teams here, actually. So, the pro driver, newly pro driver of Sloth, and he will be partnered with DRS King Kong. 2 Pro-Am champions together.
Brutal. That could be a very good team.
Sloth and Kong. The 2 animals.
And it looks like they're going to Mercedes.
Sloth's been in the Mercedes before as well, so he's been in the Merc. I don't know if King Kong's been in the Merc. I'm not too sure.
Don't think so.
No. So Sloth has featured in 70 races in the league. He's got 2 podiums. He's had 9 Pro-Am victories with 29 Pro-Am podiums, sorry. And he's only had 4 DNFs, so he's not got some bad stats there. And obviously he's got a championship to his name as well. He's got a constructor and he's got a Pro-Am championship. King Kong has raced 70 races. He's had 1 win. He's had 9 podiums overall, sorry. Yeah. And then as a Pro-Am, he's had 20 wins, 35 podiums, 2 fastest laps, and he's also had 7 DNFs. Also Pro-Am and constructor champion. So this team have got titles in them. So it's a very strong, very good team.
Yeah. We know Sloth can finish quite high up in the table anyway, so
That's
King
it.
Kong's going to be very competitive.
And King Kong's going to be competitive in the pro out. And to be fair, I think Sloth's going to be competitive in the pro as well. Like, I know the pro is a very strong league, but Sloth's done well this season.
Certainly going to be challenging you for that 5th, 6th place.
Yeah, thanks. Cheers. Cheers. Right, next person. Shout a number. Boom, boom. Al, no. Sloth always gets a good constructor. Al, you got partnered with me, mate, and we won. Kong, you can't say a number because you've already picked. So it can't be you, Easy Life, or Senna. 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. So that is the pro driver of Real Max World. Unbelievable driver this season. The pace.
It's going to take some stopping.
And he is partnered with our favourite driver on the grids, the lovable Easy Life.
Oh. Looks like it's gone into Red Bull.
Red Bull. So there's a very strong chance they will win Constructors. I mean, the thing is with Easy Life is he picks up points. He doesn't score loads of podiums or anything like that, but he consistently scores points. So
always finish the race unless something ridiculous happens.
Exactly. So he's done well. He's done well there. So Easy Life has raced 93 races with this league. One of our starting drivers when me and Smug started the league. Yeah. He's had 1 Pro-Am win. He's had 2 poles, which were the sprint races, where he was finished last, started at the front. He's had 12 category podiums, and he's had 11 DNFs. Now, Max, again, another one of our new drivers. I'm going to read his stats out because they're ridiculous for how many races he's done. So he's done 16 races. Out of those 16 races, he's had 5 wins, and he's had 9 podiums. Out of those 16 races, he's had 5 poles. And bearing in mind, some of those races were reverse sprint. So he's quick, but he's also had 2 DNFs. So he's he
had a shaky start.
He did have a shaky start.
Mistakes, a few spins, a few accidents, but end of last season just looks unstoppable.
He does look like the Max Verstappen of the DRS league, to be honest, doesn't he? He does. Like, I hate Max Verstappen. You're all right, Max. You just need to slow up and kind of let me catch up with you. Otherwise you will be kicked from the league. It happens. Ask everybody. It does happen. All right. So kind of got to get me on side.
He's a nice guy. Leave him alone. And
to be fair, Ninja is right. His teammate did carry him last season. Ninja was phenomenal. Max was okay. Right, somebody else. Can you pick a number? Not Alnu, not King Kong, not Senna, and not Simon. I think it was the other one, maybe. If we don't get people picking numbers, then Smoke, you will pick numbers.
I can't remember what you picked. Have we got one?
We have. We've got we've had number 1. Ninja, we've had number 1. Number 3 has come from Simon. I'll allow it. I don't know if you've picked one, Simon, but I'll allow it. Number 3 is the only idiot that puts DRS at the back of his name. Yay. Senna, DRS. Because I want to be different. He's going to be partnered with DRS Ninja. Senna Ninja.
Right. What cars we got left? They're all decent cars left, to be fair.
Please don't get McLaren.
They just won the Constructors, haven't they? AlphaTauri.
AlphaTauri. So to be fair, you've got Senna and Ninja, or you've got Max and Easy Life. They're the 2 that are going to win it. So that's everybody else might as well just give up. Everybody else might as well just give up, really. Again, two somewhat newer drivers to the grid. So Senna's featured in 33 races. He's had 3 category wins and he's had 6 category podiums. And then Ninja, who this season, I mean, he was a he was a back of the grid driver, and this season has just come on unbelievable. So
Yeah.
he's had, to be fair, yeah. Blobby's just said ad break when I'm applying subbed. It might be Blobby. Oh, you won't be able to hear us, to be fair, but it might be that he has to resubscribe to that Prime. So, but anyway, Ninja has. Did I read out his stats? I did, didn't I? No, 59 races, 1 category win, and 6 category podiums. He was a back marker driver, and he's just come on this season, leaps and bounds, doing so well. So, very, very, very impressed with his progress. To be fair,
Yeah,
very
he's got a challenge at the top of the primes next season, and he'll be up there. He will be up there fighting.
So we've probably got time for one more. Then we'll have to go to a quick ad break and reset up because we only get a limited time. So we'll do one more. So if someone can shout some numbers out, or a number, sorry, we'll do that one, and then we'll quickly take an ad break and reset it up. And Steve, you're right. These teams are ridiculous. These teams are ridiculous. Senna, we've already had number 7.
Every single one is strong. Yeah, definitely.
It really is strong. Like every team is unbelievable. And hopefully we won't have the issues last season.
Numbers. One more.
Number 2. Perfect. So number 2, the pro driver is UJGC. And he will be partnered with Skippy. UJ, unreal. Skippy, brilliant. So 2 brilliant drivers. Again.
Where it stops, nobody knows.
Please, just not McLaren. Not McLaren.
It's going into the Williams by the looks of it. Yeah, Williams. UJ and Skippy. Yeah.
UJ and Skippy. Oliver Skip. Spoonie, it's okay. It's not that you don't see it as a bad thing. Don't see it as a bad thing. Okay.
I see it as a bad thing. No, it takes the pressure off Spoonie.
So the reason we do it, Spoonie, the way that
I'm with you down there. So
what we do is we go off average points, don't we, Smug? We go off the average points over the course of a season, and we work out what the best live is, so that we get the points, and especially the constructors. We like the constructors to be as close as possible. So that's why we do it.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's a chance to get used to it a bit better. And
so Smug, we're probably going to need to just put a really quick pause. So just if you want to put something up, and then really quickly just change this Zoom call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will. 1 second then. Boom, boom, boom.
So give us 2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds.
I'll send you.
Yeah, nice one. So, just to do a quick recap, we've got DRS Colin and Spoonie as a team in the Haas. We've got UJ and Skippy in the Williams. We've got Senna DRS and DRS Ninja in the AlphaTauri. We've got Sloth and DRS Kingcon in the Mercedes. We've got DRS Sign and Saintsy in the Alpine. We've got Real Maxwell and Easy Life in the Red Bull. We've got Brad Mason and Al Newt. Well,
there you go.
Hopefully nobody heard that last one then.
Bits of it.
I wasn't supposed to read that last one out.
That's all right then, isn't it?
Oh. So we've got 4, 6, 8, and 10. Obviously, you lot don't like even numbers, clearly. So we've got 4, 6, 8, and 10. Ninja, I dislike you with a passion. I dislike you with a passion.
Right. Number 4.
Senna has given number 4. So number 4 is the team of Mr. Pickle. Is Ferrari still on the list? It is. Now, I have been asked, Smug, that if we do get Ferrari, can we skip it? Okay. And he is going to be partnered with Speedy Bullet.
He ends up in the Ferrari.
Weird, mate. It's weird.
So let's see what happens. Oh.
What? What?
Oh.
That's like, seriously.
You're just drawn to Ferrari, you are. Right. Are we doing it again for him?
I think to have 3 seasons in a row in the Ferrari, I think he would leave the league. So I think
that's all right. It's faster than me, so
less competition.
Right.
We'll go again.
Let's try again.
But just if you get McLaren, I am not going to be your friend anymore.
Right. It's gone past Ferrari this time. Can't complain now.
Aston Martin. So Aston Martin have won the Constructors once before with Scornful Griffin and with Sloth. So they are a Constructors winner.
Mr. Pickle and Speedy Bullet, isn't it?
So we've got 6, 8, and 10 now. 6, 8, and 10. Simon has gone for 6. Now, let's be honest.
6.
Who's going to be 6?
Well, you've done the numbers, so guarantee it's you.
Look at this number. It's my number. So it's me. It's DRS Swanton as the pro driver. And I'm going to be partnered with 50 Gent.
Strong team. 50 is going to be carrying you this season.
Yeah. So what's left? We've got.
You want McLaren.
I would like McLaren, but to be fair, I would take Ferrari. It was my first team in TSL.
Oh, looks like you're going into the Alpha.
Really?
Alfa Romeo. Alpha.
Not in this league. In another league. Like I had 3 teams there: a McLaren, a Ferrari, and an Alfa Romeo, and I got the shittest.
I'm sure you've been in McLaren a few times.
I've only once, I think.
Oh, it's a few.
Alfa Romeo.
Oh, that's it.
I'm not racing anymore.
He's already had enough. Right. We've got a pro seat available. If anyone wants it.
Levi, you coming back?
Does that mean I can go back up?
I will say, I'm not going to mention the league name, but I was partnered with Alfa Romeo and won the league with King Kong. Won the Constructors, won the Tier 2 Drivers' Championship that season. I'm not going to mention the league because it's a shit league, but I did win it.
Tier 2? You weren't in Tier 1? You weren't the best? That's... God. You're bragging about being in Tier 2?
No. I think there's a lot of people that know the league. There is a lot of people that know the league. And Blobby's called number 8. So
right, go on then, number 8.
We're going to go for number. Although I'm just thinking, what Mr. Pickle and Speedy, I didn't give any of their stats. So let me really quickly just run to their stat. You know, we love a stat. We fucking love a stat. Mr. Pickle has raced 33 times. He has won the race twice, and he's got 7 podiums with 5 DNFs. And he is partnered with Speedy, who's a new driver, another new driver. We've got quite a few new drivers, to be fair.
Yeah.
So he's only featured in 10 races, but in those 10 races, he's had 2 category wins, 4 podiums, and 4 DNFs. So
mixed bag.
If he can bring them DNFs down, and to be fair, I think there was 3 of those DNFs weren't entirely his fault. So there's if he can bring them down, that will work. But Team 8, this driver's number is a reflection of this. Driver number 88, Joker, and he will be partnered by
yours truly.
That guy. So Smug, you have got to carry this team. You've got to carry the team.
He's fast. Come on, he is fast when he wants to be.
I don't know what I want. I don't know if I want you to get Ferrari or McLaren because the other team. I
want Ferrari, but I don't mind either of these, to be fair. I didn't do well last time at Ferrari, even though that's my team.
You've won in Ferrari, though.
I want the Ferrari, and it looks like I've got the Ferrari.
Ferrari. Ferrari. So, Smug, let's give some stats on you, shall we, sir?
Oh, do we have to?
Yes, we do. So, Smug, you have made the most race appearances out of everybody. 113. That's commitment, mate. Yeah, that's commitment.
That's called hosting all the races.
Yeah. You've had 8 category wins and 26 podiums.
Yeah.
13 fastest laps, although one of them was the AI.
No, that was when I came back.
Yeah. And you've had 9 DNFs in that period. 752 points in total. And your partner, Joker, has had 101 races. He's had 8 category wins with 31 podiums. 15 fastest laps. He's got the most fastest laps out of any driver in the league at the moment.
You know why that is? Because he always has to do it at the end.
He's always exactly that. Exactly that. And he's had 8 DNFs. Didn't have a chance to do 50's stats, so I'll run 50 stats. So 50 Gentle's raced 83 races. He's had 9 category wins. He's had 36 podiums with 5 DNFs. We called him Mr. Consistent at the start of the DRS season because he just always finished and got points. He's also got 2 Pro-Am titles to his name as well. And then I'm not going to read my stats because I've put my stats on the Discord when I was doing a me and Simon comparison. So it doesn't need to do it. And Simon said exactly what you said.
Embarrassing.
Apparently, if you wear glasses, you support Christian Horner. Apparently.
Yeah, is that how it works?
Yeah, apparently so. Allegedly. And then Christian Horney texting interns. I'll see what you've done there with the name. I'll see what you get there. And then, so we've got 2 drivers left.
So who's left?
2 drivers left. So we have got the pro of Brad Mason. and he will be partnered by DRS Alnut Constructor winner this season. And we know what car they're going in.
And what car are they going in, Swanson?
My car. My car.
Shall we just check? Yeah, McLaren.
I don't know why I do this. I never get the team I want. You always get the team. You've had Ferrari 3 times.
Twice, something.
No, you had it.
That was pre-season, wasn't it?
Yeah, all right, okay, fair enough. It was pre-season.
We just picked, and I got to choose that time.
That is true. Right, let's go through some stats for Brad. So this season for me, Brad's always been one of them drivers where he's always been quick, but never really had to worry too much about it because he's always had issues and stuff. But this season, for me, he's turned that around. I mean, 13 races to have no DNFs this season. Bear in mind,
last season was it where I think he finished 2 races?
So let me give you this stat, right? So he's featured in 40 races in total. If you take the 13 off that he's raced this season, that puts him at 27 races. Out of those 27 races, he DNF'd 15 times.
So 50%.
But do you know what I mean?
It's taking on TMK's record there.
So yeah, literally taking the place of TMK. So his overall stats, he's raced 40 races with 15 DNFs, which none of them have come this season. He's had 4 category wins, 2 of which were done this season, and he's had 14 podiums, of which 8 were this season. So this season he's really turned his racing around.
Yeah,
and I think
definitely.
Next season, if he can continue that, I think he's going to be a real threat for that title.
He'll be a match for Max.
Yeah, and Simon as well.
Simon will be up there, very consistent last season. He'll be up there definitely.
So DRS Alnut, 63 races. He's had 3 category pro-ams. He's had 8 podiums, and he's had 12 DNFs. Most of which come at the end of a race, which seem to screw his teammate up. Don't know what that is. He just seems to enjoy upsetting his teammate when he's on for a decent victory or decent points, comes in and causes a safety car. So don't know what that's all about. So good luck, Brad, because he's a bit of a traitor. We'll see.
Yeah.
Might change.
How many races he ruined for you? Didn't he even stop in the pits for you?
It was 3 this year. Yeah. and then had the cheek to have a go at me. So I will just put it out there that, again, some of you know now that there is a lot of us in a league chat of a race night. There was a famous race in Australia where Ronnie crashed into, or didn't crash into, him and Alnut had a coming together. Now, you know when someone gets angry at a race and you have the moments, don't you, where you all swear and give it like, oh, you and this and that. Alnut was the poshest, most upper class person when it come to having a go at the fact that someone's just wiped him out. And it went something like this. Oh my God, I am so angry. I cannot believe that this has happened. Words. I haven't got the words. Honestly, we were all in fits of laughter because it was, you didn't expect that. You just didn't expect that. It was, but yeah, more northern because he's from Kent, but he's now in Lincoln. So he's kind of speaks a little bit like Smug, bit difficult to understand. Bath, that sort of stuff. But honestly, the funniest thing that I think I've ever listened to in DRS, the funniest thing, unbelievable.
Doesn't know how to get angry, does he?
It was, mate, it was brilliant. So I'll just read through those teams once again. So we've got DRS, Colin and Spoonie. You guys are going to be in the hats. We've got UJ and Skippy in the Williams. We've got Senna DRS and DRS Ninja in the AlphaTauri. We've got Mr. Pick and Speedy Bullet in the Aston Martin. We have Sloth and DRS King Kong in the Mercedes. We've got DRS Swanton and 50 Gent in the Alfa Romeo. We've got DRS Syme and Saintsy in the Alpine. We've got Joker and DRS Smugget in the Ferrari. We've got Real Maxwell and Easy Life in the Red Bull. And finally, we have Brad Mason and Alnut in the McLaren. So, strong teams there. Smug, I'm going to come to you really quickly.
Yeah.
Pick your team. What team do you think? We did it at the start of the season. No one picked me and Al Newt. Just going to say that. And we
Yeah,
won.
well, you're not that good, are you, really?
So who
Uh,
were at those
Out
teams?
of all them,
And in chat as well. Anyone in chat? Let us know
I
who
think
you
Brad
think
and
that
Al Newt
team is.
and really Sloth and King Kong are the two. They're the outsiders. But I think Brad and Al Newt could definitely be strong contenders there.
I mean, for me, I know it's almost like the obvious one, like, oh, Red Bull are going to win. I'm going Max and Easy Life. I think Easy Life is going to pick up consistent points this season, and I think Max is just unbelievable at the moment. And he's in the Red Bull. That it's almost like a sign. It's like a sign.
I can't see Brad letting him go. I can see Brad really pushing him this season. So,
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
and hopefully
Um,
Simon's up there picking up points and wins as well. But
and hopefully this season as well. So just again, I'd like to really just quickly point out the season we did have some really competitive teams, didn't we? Smug put together,
yeah,
spent a bit of time putting it together. Unfortunately, the way things panned out, kind of partly my fault. Gave Bunnies the pro seat, but unfortunately, unfortunately, it was too quick to be in the pro seat. So we had to let sort of move him on, bring someone else in. That kind of upset Scorn a little bit. So Scorn decided he didn't want
yeah,
to race in the league anymore. We then brought someone else in. That then led to some other incidents with Miller Vanilla because again they're all friends and stuff, which we get. So that kind of caused some issues there. And then that then meant that we had to fill those spots and we kind of changed the teams. And unfortunately, that caused a bit of
yeah.
issues with the team. So
It
we do
looked so good at the
apologise.
beginning of last season. But I think the final season, F123, season 8, is going to be epic. Pro Am going to be a brilliant battle. Constructors should be close all the way through. And as long as everyone turns up and races the best and keeps it clean, it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be
Yeah,
brilliant to watch back on the streams and everything.
I think for me, the one thing most seasons, the pro am titles, sometimes we've had a couple of close seasons, but often it's won a couple of races beforehand. I'm looking at it this season, and for me, I think that is the championship that is going to be unbelievable. I think every driver in that pro am lineup can win a race, or at least get
Yeah.
on the podium regularly. Like Easy Life is probably considering himself to be one of the slower drivers there, but he's consistent. He picks up P4s, he picks up P3s, he picks up points when people have accidents and have comings together. So you can't, I don't think you can necessarily rule him out. But then, especially as well, if you've got King Kong, Smugkit, Ninja, Alnut, Skippy, Saintsy, 50 Gen, Spoonie, Speedy Bullet, all fighting each other, there's a chance you might have comings together. So those
Yeah.
races where you don't pick up points, he comes in and picks up valuable points that then sees him fighting in there. So
And
that pro am,
the calendar we've picked this season is the best of the races we've had. You won't see the calendar till next week fully. We'll tell you the first race in a bit,
yeah.
but
So
it's races that have given us the best racing.
we've
And
kind of handpicked them, haven't we? We've gone through and we've
yeah,
picked races that we haven't raced recently, and also that we think were the better sort of races for the league. Bar one, I think there's one in there that we just wanted to do because we haven't done it in a while, but.
yeah,
Um, we've kind of gone through. It's the last season, so let's put some of the good races in there. So in a minute, Smug will release and let everybody know the first race because we want everybody to have a bit of time to practice. We don't want you to think it's an unfair advantage, us guys knowing the first race and nobody else knowing it. But the calendar will be released next week. Me or Smug will put an announcement out in the Discord letting everybody know the full calendar when the video is coming out. A video will come out with a full calendar and then everybody will see it at the same time. But race one, Smug, if you would like to announce what that's going to be.
race 1 is going to be, just double check, yeah, it's going to be Bahrain.
Bahrain.
Bahrain. We've not raced there since the first race, I think, in
Yeah.
season 6, the first race on F123.
Yeah.
So going back to Bahrain, and that'll be a normal race. But this season, we're doing 4 full qualifyings throughout the season as well. So there'll be 4 races where it'll be full qualifying. And you've got to be on the right time for the track if you didn't get the message.
Yeah, so it's something that me and Smug had a conversation about. We've never done full quality before, so people that were running into it's never been a rule that we've ever put in previously because we've never had to because we've never done it. So it is a rule in most other leagues. So to be fair, we just expected that people would know that, but we didn't put it out there, so we can't really punish people for a rule that's not in place. But this season we will be racing. We're full quality on race 3, race 6, race 9, and race 12. So basically, every third race will have full quality. Blobby, we know that obviously has a somewhat effect with your league that you run afterwards. So we'd like to get the lobbies set up as quick as possible, get on, and then give you enough time to then get into your race afterwards. So if everyone can be prompt for those races, or for every race, which most of you are anyway, but we will be starting bang on the deadline, won't we? We'll be going, it is that time.
Start bang on time, get through all the load screens as quick as possible. Obviously, still have a bit of time on the grid, but we've got to consider Blobby in his other league as well.
Yeah, exactly that. So, but yeah, so final season on this game, season 8. We've been doing this 8 seasons plus 3 seasons in the Extreme League. Keeps going, it keeps getting stronger and stronger. So again, I think this season for me it's going to be the best. I think you've got 5 or 6 drivers that can fight for the pro and for the drivers championship. I think every single constructor can win. From what I'm looking at, every constructor I'm looking at thinking, well, they can pick up points. They can pick up points.
Very good teams, all of them. So,
and Pro Am Championship looks unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It's going to be a good season. And end off this game ready for the new one, which is hopefully bug free. We can only hope.
Nah, it won't be. Never is.
It'll be the same as this one when it got launched, and just different cars. But that's about it. The next time we are live on Twitch will be our annual awards that we've been preparing for a while now. We'll be preparing for the next 13 weeks. Send any clips in you've got of good moves, overtakes, anything that we think we might use, showcasing your skills.
Even if it's just for a showcase video, isn't it, Smug? Like we might put together just a little showcase video, just showing some moves that have been made. You might not win an award for it, but it's just something that we can show off some talent in little videos. I mean, Smug does what he does with his videos, and they're always epic. So anything you want to send to him, send on, and we'll get some stuff together. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
And also, any ideas that you've got for any like awards? Me and Smug have got a good idea of what we want to do, as long as we can get the footage or sort of the stuff that we want for it. However, if you've got an idea of a good award or something you've seen in another league or whatever, please private message me. Private message Smug. We talk almost every bloody day about the league stuff anyway, and we'll consider it. Might not get in there, but every idea is welcome, as long as they're not silly stuff. Do you know what I mean? That one.
The goal is to make the awards night even better than it was last time, and make everyone feel proud about what they're involved in. Even though it takes us a lot of time to prep it, it's so rewarding seeing everyone enjoying what we do.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And we love doing the annual awards, to be fair. And the feedback we get from you guys, and you guys will get involved as well, is epic. It's brilliant. So last year, I can't believe that we're almost there again, Smug. Like it's ridiculous, but yeah, I enjoyed that so much last season. Last year, sorry, and I'm glad we're in a position where we're going to be doing it again. Yeah. Hopefully, with bigger and better stuff as well. Hopefully.
Yeah, definitely bigger and better stuff. So that's it then for tonight.
Yes.
So we'll sign off. We'll see you on the 8th. So you get a week off.
Easter Monday.
I'm going out caravanning next week, so I won't be practicing. Not that it'll improve me. But yeah, we'll see you on track in Bahrain.
Yes. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Thank you very much for your comments. Thank you very much for being involved. And thank you very much for your continued efforts throughout this season and throughout this year, to be fair. So thank you. Practice. See you in 2 weeks' time. And we will see you on track.
Good night.